Sidin Ibrahim. My name is Michelle Rashiu.
My name is Siti.
My name is Rosalia Widianto.
My name is Joey Joseph.
We're going to introduction, the definition. Differentiated instruction is a teaching approach where teacher adjusts content, process, and activities according to the adults, readiness levels, learning style, and needs. Designing a differentiated instructional plan. The subject is Science Year 5. The topic is Human Skeletal System. Classroom context. In the class have 30 pupils, level is 5, and 60-minute lesson. Mixed ability classroom. The class diversity, different readiness levels, different learning style, different confidence level and background. The next slide, we can relate my friends. Next, I will be presenting the definition of content. Definition of content is referred to one of the lesson, and it's how we adapt the learning material to ensure that every student can access the information regardless of their starting point. Next. To address the readiness in our classroom, we use different instructional materials. For struggling learners, we use simplified diagrams with clear labels of the main bones, such as the school bricks and the backbone. We also provide a high-quality image and infographic to help them identify the skeletal structure without being overwhelmed by too much text. For average learners, we will provide standard grade level materials, and their focus is not just on identifying the bones, but also understanding the basic function of each part, such as how the ribs protect our internal organs. And for advanced learner, we will provide extension materials that challenge their higher order thinking skills. For example, they will explore how the skeletal system works together with the muscular system to grow movements. Supporting different learning styles. Use VAK style, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. For visual learning, they will learning through image and graphic. For auditory, they will learning through explanation. And for kinesthetic, they will learning through hands-on tasks and demonstration. That's all for me. Next, we are going to a differentiation of process. Process refers to how students learn and process information. To ensure students can learn according their own pace, they have 3 learning stations, which is Station 1, Know Your Skeleton. This station is for weak students or those need assistance. They will sit together with teacher. Teacher will show them the skeleton models, ask them to point to the bones and say the name. For example, student point to the models after teacher asks them, where are the ribs? Student will also label bones using worksheet with a word name. Close guidance is provided. Station 2 is assemble the skeletons. This station is for aware students and kinesthetic learners who enjoy learning while moving. They are given disassembled skeletons models like a puzzle. Their task to arrange the skeleton parts correctly, match bones named parts, and discuss the function of each bones in the group. For example, discussion, the skull goes on top, it protects the brain. Students in this station also learn through touch and movement. For station 3, young scientists. These stations for excellent students who finish quickly. They are given
Hot task high-level questions like how do athletes maintain bones health? Give three ways, or explain the three main functions of skeletons. Students also read short articles about osteoporosis and look at the X-ray image of broken bones. Students in this session do not get worse because they are constantly challenged. And importantly, this group are flexible and not fixed. This means that students moving according to readiness and not staying in one place. Teacher also provides scaffolding, which is training question. Which one protect hearts and lungs? Number two, examples and models. 3D skeletons, models, power charts, and lastly, teacher's guidance. Demonstrate using the models. Help to pronounce scientific names. Thank you.
Okay, next, implementation of product and assessment rubric. Implementation of product refers to the way students demonstrate their learning within a lesson plan while ensuring that all students achieve the same learning objectives even if they use different task forms. In this context of the human skeletal systems, this approach allows students to work according to their strengths, interests, and confidence levels, in line with the principles of differentiated instruction introduced by Carroll and Tomlinson. In our lesson, students are provided with four product options to demonstrate their understanding. The first option is oral presentation, where students explain the five main goals using a model diagram and describe three functions of skeletal system. For example, a student may explain that the femur is the longest bone in the body and helps us to walk, while the skeletal system protects important organs. These options suitable for students who are strong in verbal communication. The second option is poster or minutes. Students label the main goals and write their function visually. For example, student may write skull protect the brain, rib protect the heart, and spine support the body. This option is suitable for visual and creative learners, encouraging clear and logical organization of information. Next. The third option is reflective writing, where students write 1 until 2 paragraphs about the importance of bone health and its connection to daily life. For example, a student explained that drinking this and doing regular exercise can help keep bones strong. These activities allow students to apply learner concepts in real life situations and encourage critical thinking. And the last option is structured worksheet, where students answer objective and subjective questions to systematically demonstrate understanding. This option is suitable for students who prefer relative tasks show understanding. Next, assessment rubric. To ensure fair and consistent assessment, we use a rubric with three main criteria. Number one is scientific understanding, which focuses on the accuracy of facts, depth of explanation and ability to connect concept to real life context. And number two, clarity and organization of ideas. Evaluate how clearly, logically, and effectively students present their ideas using correct scientific terminology. And the last, task completion, extent to which students meet all requirements of their chosen product. Each criterion is rated on a scale of 1 until 4, focusing on conceptual understanding, not solely on the product from creativity. Fairness and equity. For fairness, all students are assessed using the same rubric. And for equity, students can demonstrate learning through a product that suits their strength, interest, and confidence. For example, a student who is less confident speaking in front of the class can choose a poster, reflection, or worksheet. This ensures every student has equal opportunity to show their potential and success academically.
Moving to the student also be considered. First one, the instructional plan. Consider different cognitive level among students. Secondly, some students can identify major points, while others can explain the interaction between the skeletal and muscular system. Third, students also have different learning styles and learning pace. Next, visual learners learn through diagrams and infographics. Auditory learners learn through teacher's explanation. Kinesthetic learners learn through hands-on activities and demonstrations. Students also have different motivation and confidence levels. For justification is these instructional plans follow the principle of inclusive teaching. This ensures all students to to learn opportunities. This support students who student with different abilities mm, student this supports students in different abilities in the classroom. For example, low abilities can given simplified diagrams and sup- guided support. Uh, guided support. That's all from me.
In the conclusion, differentiated instruction is effective for mixed-ability classroom by adjusting content, process, and materials. Teachers can meet pupils' deserved needs and encourage active participation in the science lesson of the human skeletal system. That's all. Yes. Is collaborative learning how you ensure all students benefit despite differences in ability levels. Dalam konteks pembelajaran kolaboratif tahun, bagaimanakah Anda membagikan sehingga murid mendapat manfaat dalam tahap komunikasi yang berbeda? the person or the one student can contact to the group and they can understand what they learn in they can understand all what they learn.
Yes. Science-specific good life. Okay. Next, how can your instructional style be modified for a different culture or school context without compromising core education principles? Kadang-kadang dalam pelajaran Anda boleh diubah sesuai konteks budaya atau sekolah desa tanpa menjejaskan prinsip asas differentiation.
For us to we will make the learning plan, follow uh, their culture. For example, in classroom, if the student different language, use different language, teacher use the a little bit with their language so they can